Hello, everybody. This is your boy Andy Arts, and today we're going to talk about 5 alternatives to Photoshop. Now, everybody knows that Adobe has gone absolutely crazy. Adobe, the company that owns Photoshop, and everybody's looking for alternatives, right? And most people, most people use Photoshop for graphic design, right? Creative purposes like graphic design, photo editing, image creation, also for drawing and painting, character design, drawing, painting, as you would with any drawing software. I think Photoshop was the one of the first softwares used for the purpose of drawing, but that has changed. Now there's more options. So I'm not gonna go over the whole drama with Adobe and what happened there. There's other YouTube channels that cover that, so you can go to those channels. This channel is focused on creativity and the tools that we can use as artists. So, 5 alternatives to Photoshop. Let's go ahead and start with my favorite. And again, these tools are for the purpose of photo editing, graphic design, drawing, and painting. That's the purpose here. So the first one is Canva. Now, Canva, I personally use Canva to create YouTube thumbnails, but a lot of people use it also to create, a whole bunch of stuff, like not only YouTube thumbnails, but also like business cards, flyers. Some people have used it to use like notebooks, design notebook interiors, a whole bunch of stuff. And the great thing about Canva that is free, but it does have a monthly payment option. I think it starts at $15 a month, and then from there it has like a higher tier, like $30 a month, I believe. But honestly, I have found that for my personal needs to create YouTube thumbnails, it has a lot of free options, like text, uploading images, all that stuff, background. The only thing I wish it had in the free option is it is like removing backgrounds, but there's other softwares for that, no big deal. So Canva is the first one, and I highly recommend it if you're more of a graphic designer, that is. Next one on the list is going to be Gimp. Now, Gimp is kind of like a watered-down version of Photoshop. However, it does have a lot of its functions. I've been hearing about Gimp for a long time. I've used it once, but I've recently started using it again because, well, I decided to quit using Photoshop. And Gimp, it's actually not bad. It's actually not bad, and it has a lot of the things that you need right there. Although some things you're gonna have to get used to, because although it has almost the same layout as Photoshop, it doesn't quite it has different functionalities that you're gonna have to take a little bit of time to figure out. But it is a free tool. It is functional. It is great. You can do a lot of great things with GIMP. I would not use GIMP for like drawing and painting. That's not what it's made for. But for like YouTube thumbnails, photo editing, for like adding, text, things like that, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. If you're a YouTuber like me, GIMP is actually a pretty good tool. Moving in at number 3, we got Krita. Now, Krita is a drawing and painting software mainly. However, some people do use it to create YouTube thumbnails and other graphic design purposes. But Krita is not exactly a photo editing or graphic design software. It is a drawing and painting software. However, I know some people that use it to create YouTube thumbnails and other graphic design purposes, but they use a digital pen tablet to draw on it, to draw on Krita to create, whatever it is that they need. So if you are gonna use Krita, make sure to have some type of drawing tablet. Well, if it's an iPad, some type of drawing display tablet, Samsung tablet, with a pen, so you can be able to use it, much easily, because that's what it's made for. Now, Krita is a free software. Some people say that it's one of the best drawing softwares out there. I haven't used it enough to say that, because I've always been more of a Clip Studio type of person, right? So Krita is free, and the great thing about Krita is that you can buy assets. Right? You can buy brushes, you can buy other assets, textures. Yeah, they do have a marketplace. I'm not sure if you can buy and sell things in the marketplace, but you can definitely buy a lot of things in the marketplace. So similar to Clip Studio, except that Clip Studio you gotta pay for it up front, and then once you buy it, then you get access to the marketplace. Although that being said, Clip Studio does have a free trial version, but we're talking about free tools here, so stay with me. So Krita, it's actually great. If you wanna draw and paint, if you're an illustrator, comic book artist, and also the great thing about Krita is that it has an animation feature, so you can actually do animation on the Krita software along with drawing and coloring and painting, illustration. So go ahead and check that out. If you're into animation, this is actually a free tool that you can use. No more. You don't need any other type of cost. You don't have to spend much money on anything else, unless you want to, go into the marketplace, get yourself a couple of free things. But other than that, Krita it has a lot of things in there for a free tool. So if I were you guys, I would take advantage of that. Next on the list is Affinity Designer. Now, Affinity Designer, it's a vector drawing tool and also a pixel-based image. So let me explain. Photoshop is a pixel-based software where you bring in photos and you edit the photos, and the photos are made in pixels. As opposed to Illustrator, you create images with these vector lines, and which then they create, this type of like drawing type of look to it. So Affinity Designer has kind of like these both features where like you can use it for vector drawings and pixel-based images. So it's actually pretty great for what it is. Yeah, it's like using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, within one software, without paying extra. It has a desktop app and a mobile app. When opening a document, you do have to choose between a pixel canvas or a vector canvas. It's good for graphic design, and nearly everything that you can do in Photoshop is in here. Now, this one, it is not free, guys. This one is $35. Now, if you get the iPad version, I think it's only $10. But if you get the desktop version, it is only $35, which is, it is dirt cheap. You get to own it. It is your software. You own it. And it's not like Photoshop or like, if you don't pay that monthly fee, then you can't use it. Right? So, yeah, great tool, Affinity Designer. Go check it out. And finally, last one on the list is Photopea. No, excuse me. Photopea. Is it Photopea or Photopea? No, excuse me. Yeah, it's Photopea with a P-E-A. Wow, Jesus, what am I talking about? So Photopea I don't think they have a desktop option, but it is a web browser software, so you have to go to the Photopea website to actually use it. I believe you can download it. It is a free tool. I believe you can download a desktop version of it. Either way, I think most people use it on the web browser instead of downloading it. So, yeah, it's similar to Photoshop. You can pretty much do almost everything in Photoshop except a couple of features. If you're a graphic designer, this is a great tool. If you're using it for YouTube thumbnails, it's a great tool. If you're using it for photo editing, it's a great tool. If you're using it for drawing and painting, it is not a great tool. So keep that in mind. So there you have it, guys. 5 alternatives to Photoshop. Now, let's go ahead and kick Adobe to the curb. There's plenty of tools out there, and Adobe cannot, bully its artists around. Man, how things have turned. Like more and more companies are just becoming very anti-consumer, which is very sad because without the customer, they are nothing. Okay, they need us to be who they are. But anyways, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're already using any of these. Let me know if, let me know which one of these you're currently using. Comment below. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future notifications. Everybody, it's your boy, Andy Arts. I'll see you guys in the next art video. Godspeed, baby.